Travis Winggoodso. Well, it was my intention with the sealed video that I have waiting in the wings to have gone on a blackout weekend. But there's something that emerged from Newsweek yesterday, an article talking about discussing the first presidency statement for a mask mandate, sort of. The church, as I did the video yesterday, said that Mormons should follow medical professionals and government leaders. And government leaders, as I pointed out, was the problem. Because our government here in Utah is MAGA now. There is no GOP. You are MAGA, or you are banished and classified as part of the deep state Dems. Liz Cheney, for a perfect example. She's hardcore Republican, but she's not MAGA. And therefore she is working with the deep state Dems, as she is literally on the January 6th commission or whatever it is. And so it's the same here in Utah. Don't be fooled into thinking that Mormons would never be the enemy of America and disobey Joseph Smith and attack our government and destroy the Constitution. Mormon MAGAs, for some reason, have got it into their heads that saving America from destruction and saving America from the destruction of the Constitution is being MAGA, despite yesterday's failed prophecy by the pillow guy. So Newsweek tries to say that Mormons obey the laws of the land, and that Mormons will conform and comply now. Oh, no. You underestimate MAGA and the power it has. No, as Newsweek even reports itself, the Mormons have gone against Irene's brother, who's the president of BYU Idaho, as well as one other member of the 70. They're getting hate comments and being told that they're fallen Mormons, apostates, ex-Mormons. Sound familiar? Yes. If you are not MAGA, you are the enemy. And so if you're not Mormon MAGA, you are ex-Mormon MAGA, the enemy. And I don't know if the prophets anticipated this, but they're not going to conform and comply to the mask mandate. They're going to listen to the part where the prophets say, and government leaders. And so in Texas, for example, yeah, you're not allowed to have a mask mandate. And so the Texas Mormons are not going to be wearing masks to church, and are still going to say that they're in conformity with the prophet of the church because they're following Article of Faith number 12 in obeying, honoring, and sustaining the law, because that's what the law is in Texas, as well as the voting rights ban in Texas, if you're unfamiliar with that, where you must vote MAGA in the upcoming elections or your vote don't count. We are under attack. The MAGA governments around the nation are making it so that the midterm election will be a sweeping stolen election for MAGA. And once in Congress, they've already told us what they're going to do. They're going to impeach Biden and Harris, so that their Speaker of the House will then become president. And guess what you might expect? Oh, Trump! Oh, welcome, Trump. We've saved the presidency for you. Unless the House Speaker gets the taste of power and says, no! No, Trump! It's mine! My precious! That would be fun to watch. But we already know it's coming. We already know. They've already told us that is their plan. And so, with Biden and the Democrat Congress fooling around, we know it's going to happen. So we still have a year and a couple more months to witness my prophecy. Now, that's what they told us they're going to do. That's why they did it this year, is so that they can do all the battles to make sure that it'll stick for the midterm elections. And so Arizona, yep, they're going to overturn their midterm elections. Georgia, they're fighting right now, etc. So that's what we're faced with in this nation, is a return to a MAGA Congress, and then they will impeach Biden and Harris. So, but the church, they say in the Newsweek article, according to a research study, that 74% of Mormons are MAGA. And they're not going to conform and comply to wearing masks just because Nelson said so. Again, Nelson left an out by saying government leaders. And I got furious in my video on that. But I just want you to understand, we're coming up on school. I did the video. The Salt Lake County School District has voted not to mask your children for school. So we all know exactly what's going to happen in regards to the stats for Delta variant. I showed you the stats of what happened with coronavirus and when we put the kids back in school. That's when it took off. The kids were the catalyst for the breakout of coronavirus here in Utah, because they brought it home to their family and they spread it around. And so church then became the super spreader to help with this seemingly unstoppable force. And yet, we've already witnessed, according to the stats, that the Delta virus, the Delta variant, is worse than coronavirus. It shows it on the stats. And guess where we're about to be? Sending them back to school. And so the news keeps blaming the unvaccinated, and there are threats going around saying that the unvaccinated need to be punished financially. and I've done the video, and I even reported it, but my reports seem to get ignored. My enemies are more interested in what I have to say in my YouTube videos than my own government, who's supposed to protect and serve me. I even sent that email to a certain new Attorney General who's continued to do nothing when he said that it was personal to him. Whatever. And so my brain works so fast, my mouth cannot keep up. And so if I don't get it out, it gets left behind. And I'm trying to backtrack to school opening, and trying not to show that I've left it behind. Trying to bring it back, and I'm losing it. It is crucial. I need to bring it out. I can't remember. So yes, I did report. Oh, in fact, there it is. Found it. Get back in line. The vaccines. They're blaming the unvaccinated. Governor Cox even blames the unvaccinated. Says, come on, guys, come on, get vaccinated. Don't make me look bad. You've made yourself look bad, and not because of the dick name. That was on Stephen Colbert's show also. What a loser Mormon. You're embarrassing the great state of Utah. No, Cox is responsible for ordering the vaccines. Him. Remember him. He orders it. You know, just like Herbert ordered the $800,000 of hydroxychloroquine. And then went, oh, who forged my signature? Who did this? We'll start an investigative committee to find out. Yeah, well, the auditor put you to shame, and then you got mad at the auditor, Herbert. Good riddance. He needs to be locked up. But, yeah. There's a coronavirus website for Utah where they show how many vaccines we've received. You'll notice that it is still creeping up, little by little, but what is the population of Utah, and how many vaccines do we have? Uh-oh. How many vaccines do we need to get? Uh-oh. How many are fully vaccinated? Uh-oh. How many are not fully vaccinated? Oh, crap. Yeah. We're looking at 25,000 vaccines available for about 1.7 million Utahns. But they're slowly creeping up. We're about to go to school for the kids. What happens when you let the coronavirus get out of control? Oh, there's mutant variant strains. Well, yeah. What's going to eventually happen, as we've already been warned long before in the beginning? We need to stop it now, because mutant variant strains will come up, and even if we do develop a vaccine, the mutant strains, if we don't keep it under control, will nullify the effectiveness of the vaccines. Do you see what MAGA is doing around the world? Purposely causing the spread and escalation of coronavirus, purposely causing the spread and escalation of mutant strains, purposely causing the nullification of the vaccines. Do you not understand we are at war, as Nelson does say, but it's not against the virus. It's against our own governments. They're the ones who are exterminating us. It is MAGA purposely misinforming and disinforming their people. It is the church who is purposely misinforming and disinforming the Mormons. Nelson's a medical doctor. The Newsweek article pointed that out. But they're not listening because the majority of Mormons are MAGA, and MAGA is trying to exterminate humankind. See, there's plan A, B, C, D. Well, plan A, exterminate humankind. Plan B, rig the elections for the future. Plan C, destroy the environment with natural disasters from climate change. You see what they're doing? Apparently not, because nobody's listening, as my other video that is sealed and was intended to be sealed points out very clearly. We are under attack. We are at war. And YouTube gave the church an out by telling them, hey, we have to ban your video. So you're going to need to do a retraction so that we don't delete your channels. And who was the one who reported on the church? Oh, I'm the anonymous person. Me. Remember? I did the video. And so YouTube violated their own policy because, well, the healing power of gratitude to cure coronavirus has over 12 million views. Oh, well, that's making YouTube and Google and the church lots of money. They can't just ban their channel. It's a moneymaker. And so, yes, the church, the First Presidency, then came out with the statement to follow the medical professionals and giving an out the government leaders as we're being destroyed. And I told you this was going to happen way back in the beginning. Doctrine and Covenants, section 45, verse 31.